So summer break started recently, which meant I was actually at home, so I cleaned up my desk and figured this would be a great time to look at all of my work in progresses that I have been neglecting and just take a look, I guess. Hopefully I will get some done and this video will, motivate me a little bit. So I do have a bunch, but the first one that we're gonna look at is the oldest one. I started this, way before April. It's a green and white checkered jacket, cardigan, whatever you call it. I was aiming for a really long, full-size one, as all the ones in the past that I've made are really short. And as you can see, I got like a decent amount of progress on it. I got the back, part of the front, the sleeve, the second sleeve too as well. Some ribbing, and it's nice. I crocheted the sleeves for whatever reason and decided to knit the body, but yeah, it's unfinished. I did get started on the last bit, which is the front panel for the other side. I actually used little pieces of scrap yarn to mark my stitches and help me count. So yes, hopefully this one will be an easy project that we could just finish up. After that, I would just need to do the center ribbing, the bottom ribbing, and it should all be good. Hopefully it's cute. The second one that I have is actually one I started kind of recently-ish. It's a, actually not quite decided if it's going to be a shirt or a sweater, but a top of some kind. I'm knitting it on cable needles in the round. I wanted something to use up actually a bunch of this acrylic yarn that I had. As you can see, I have purple and the blue, which I think I'll grab in a minute. And I did my best to do a little bit of color work with the hearts. I tried to do some intarsia knitting, and yeah, pretty simple one. I'm just gonna work it in the round, get to where it splits off for the sleeves, and hopefully this one will be cute too. This last one is actually one I'm kind of dreading. Well, first I'm struggling to even untangle my DPNs from each other, but this is actually a sock that, alright, I had knit one pair of socks and I thought it was so cool I wanted to knit another pair in something that was a little bit more breathable. So I have this cotton acrylic mix, and I also wanted to try to do the princess sole technique, so that's when you purl the bottom stitches, but I think I miscounted somewhere and I got really frustrated and I put it down and I never picked it up again. But yes, I have finally cleaned up my workstation. It's cute. I know it doesn't look super clean. It's a little cluttered, but that's where my mind works the best. So you're gonna come along with me on this adventure. I am working on the green sweater first. Hopefully I'll get it all done today and I can start assembling, but we'll see how day one of working on my work in progress go. So this is me at the end of the night. I've been knitting all day and this is how far I got. Not quite enough, a little bit left to go, but I'll pick this up tomorrow. think I make the weirdest faces when I knit, but here I am actually just finishing up the last stitch on my panel, and whenever I cast off, I actually like to use a crochet hook. I think it makes casting off a lot faster, especially when it's just like a super basic one. So this, I'm sure a lot of people have already seen, but I'm just showing it off right now. I just treat the crochet hook like another knitting needle. So I insert it knitwise, hook the yarn, and then I just immediately pull the stitch through the other one. So now that all of my pieces are done, I just have to assemble them and seam them together. I like to make sure everything looks okay, line it up, but yeah, we are in the home stretch now and I'm very excited. I have to admit, I absolutely hate seaming any of my knitted projects. I think I always want the stitches to line up perfectly, but they never quite do because I either missed a stitch or missed a row, or I just didn't design the garment very well in the first place. But yeah, absolutely abhor having to seam. I always try to pick up stitches where I can. So now that the worst is over, it is time to do the bottom ribbing. I apparently chose to do this with a crochet slip stitch and back loop only, because of course I want to mix my two different crafts. But I'm just attaching some yarn, and then I was double checking how many stitches to chain so that the bands would be the same size on either side. And it is 7 tall, so I'm going to chain 8, 1 for the turning chain, and then I am going to slip stitch in the back of that chain. And I'm going all the way down until I hit the hem, the edge of my garment, and then I'm going to slip stitch twice and then do the same thing all the way up and down. So here is all of it done. I attached it to the existing ribbing. Now I have a bunch of ends to weave in, so I'll just do that really quick. And this is the finished product. Honestly, I'm really happy about it. I do think the sleeves fit a little bit weird because they were crocheted instead of knit, but overall I'm really happy. I did end up skipping the center ribbing band because I thought that I didn't need it, and it's so cute. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time where I hopefully finish a few more works in progress.